Alright, he's going to cube. Whoop. There you go. The correct card is on the bottom. Deck order matters.
You didn't tell him to put the deck on the other side?
No, because they're both...
It's okay.
They're both going to do it on this side no matter what.
So if they just traded seats, they wouldn't have this
It would have been easy, yeah. Both are just saying land go. Gonna be methodical about this. Land fetch. Leaving another land up.
So Jonathan is 2-0 right now. Clifford is 1-1 though. The other 2-0 matchup is John Ashley and
Owen James. Okay. Right, so we did have... So Juan showed up late, is that what it was? Yeah. And then got put in. That's why we've got a weird...
We have a bye now. Juan beat Micah though.
Was he on that painter deck or?
He's playing the beans, Solte beans.
Oh, good. I'm glad he's working through that one. Yeah.
Very high win rate.
It's a very good deck. I've seen a couple people shoving that Scion of Draco, Leyline of Guild Pack
I've seen it.
list in there. Yeah, I think of.
They play the two Leyline. The Leyline, what's it called? The white Leyline. Leyline Binding.
Yeah.
And then the Guild Pack, and then Draco.
Yeah.
And what else?
And I mean your beans. I mean everything. Because Draco, you're just drawing so many cards in that deck.
That Leyline is kind of insane.
It is.
Do you think it's going to stick around very long?
So what I think will go instead is going to be like Scion of Draco. If something goes, I think that's an easier.
Draco's not a problem card, I guess.
So
it could be.
The Leyline of the Guild Pact is the newer card. It's
no, I get what you're saying.
It's what's enabling things. So Scion of Draco is an easier thing to get rid of than say getting rid of a new interesting card.
Sure, but do you think getting rid of that solves the issue?
I think it solves part of an issue.
Yeah, I don't think, because that's just like a band-aid. If they do that, they're going to have to ban the card eventually anyway.
Yes.
If it's as good as it seems.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure that Modern can take it. I do think that Legacy can still take what that sort of style is trying to do.
Potentially. I haven't really played against the deck, so I've only seen results.
The win rate on it, I think for the Beans list for Legacy wasn't like ridiculous, just enough that you were like, oh, that might be a problem.
Right. I mean, I can see how there could be like inconsistency issues with the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely very powerful.
You have to think very hard before playing this land. Fetch. So if we've seen anything that's in Jonathan's hand, I don't think we're at a good enough angle to see any of that.
I didn't see anything.
2 mana. So if the court is 4 mana because all the new courts are Willful Strix. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Love this little guy.
Yeah, Bowmaster has definitely changed that thing a little bit. But
yeah.
Good card.
Okay. He's going to think about it. I see at least a Force of Will in hand.
A force.
I don't know. You don't force...
Typically, you don't force the hand hate spells, but sometimes
you have to if you've got your like Haymaker in hand too.
And also sometimes it's a good bait. Not bait, but like bluff.
Yeah.
Because if you're countering that, then they might think you have another counter spell and you get scared of going off.
Yeah. So he's got Flusterstorm? No, he's just got Brainstorm.
Okay, fair enough.
Brainstorm's fine. So he's going to hide whatever it is that he wants to protect.
Or he could be looking for another force.
I guess that's true as well. I guess he does have to consider... He has to consider that Michael might be able to go off this turn.
Yeah, it's very possible.
He at least has enough mana in play to be able to do this. And what's your second card that you're putting on top?
So he's keeping a force in his hand, so he's trying to play it safe, I think. Or he's protecting a combo piece. What do we got? Gilded
so
Drake,
force
revealed. I don't know if that last.
Stasis.
Oh, yep, stasis.
That's really spicy.
Spicy.
I'm not sure Stasis is good enough against Michael Clifford's deck.
Maybe not. But
is that a
what is Clifford thinking here? Is he
Bowmaster?
taking just the Force Will?
He might be thinking about that's because of swords. And then what is that last card at the very end? It is just Nordish Bowmasters.
Yeah, it's Bowmasters. I don't. What's the card before it?
Just a basic island.
Oh, it's just one of those weird ones. It's in the card lands, probably.
I think. I almost think you take the Bowmaster.
You don't take Force Will?
I don't know if you care enough. He's going to take it. I think.
I mean, you gotta have to try to win the game. I mean,
if he's taking that, then he. Okay, he's tapped out. He's not going to get Bowmastered right now anyway. So
yeah, Bowmasters against Storm is the same thing as against like Doomsday, for example.
So and then Clifford will be at 14.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan had to go
Judge calls.
do a judge call since he's our informal judge for these events. So it looks like Michael is actually at 15. Now he'll go to 14.
Mm-hmm.
And they're tracking their life correctly on paper because they're responsible Magic players and they make sure that they write it down instead of relying on a phone that can get bumped or put onto poison counters.
They're
for some
very
reason.
serious people. Was that a ponder? Or was it just end stepping?
I think he was just end stepping something.
Okay, yeah.
A Misty, okay. Veil of Summer. Nice and easy. See if there's anything else that's happening.
Nothing happens. He's just got the free range to get in there. So there's
Cool.
the Bowmaster.
Just going to cast the Bowmaster, make it so
That
that
adds a Storm.
Storm is 2. When it resolves, he will also draw a card and take damage from the Bowmaster.
No.
So
He takes the one from it entering, but not afterwards, because he can't target him.
So he is casting Bowmasters in response to Veil going onto the stack because it has flash.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Bowmasters will ping him, but then once he draws off a Veil of Summer, Bowmasters is not ping him again.
Oh, and he's not, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
He is not casting it. He is just letting the Veil of Summer resolve.
Okay. Well, it takes him back. We allow that here.
They're playing with it. He's playing with his hand up, so there we go. He's got the right life total this time. A little bit more informal. I do appreciate when they leave their hands up for the camera.
Yeah, that's nice. I think it's more for Clifford than for us, but we'll take it. Ooh, a Peedle.
Storm is 2. Storm is 3. Chrome Mox. Is he going to pitch anything, or is he just doing it for Storm count?
Because he only has 2 cards in hand, huh?
Yeah.
What is this, a ritual and a beseech, maybe?
That'd be enough.
Infernal Tutor? Let's see.
Storm is 3. He is not pitching anything. Storm is 4.
There's an LED. I'm assuming this has to be...
So it's got to be... Yep. 3, 4. Beseech.
Okay.
Beseech on there. Get the guy's will.
Does he have... Oh, I didn't see that other one.
And then on the stack, he will pitch, add 3 black.
Yeah, I mean, that's game.
Bargain was the Chrome Mox. That wasn't anything. Let's see what...
Yeah.
Yeah, right? There's...
Storm wins the game. I mean, unless he's got... He can't have Endurance. What can he do? He can have Surgical, I guess.
Surgical could work.
But I don't think he's main boarding Surgical in that deck.
I don't know. Sometimes people do silly things like that.
Yeah, you could have something.
Okay, Gaia's Will. Casting Gaia's Will for free. It's exiled.
Yeah.
Storm is to 6 now. Is that right? 4, 5... 4, 5, 6, yeah.
7.
Cast a Petal. And he still has 3 black mana available as well.
Mm-hmm. And the cool thing
Play
is...
a land for turn.
LED here doesn't matter, really.
No.
Like, you don't lose your hands. It's nice.
Actually, no, wait.
Lotus.
Didn't he play the Misty this turn? Maybe he didn't. Maybe the Misty was last turn.
I don't know. Did he?
It's too late now.
We'll find out in the replay. Is it basic swamp?
Looks like it. Go down to 2 black mana, Thoughtseize.
Just being extra careful.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean... GG?
It's the...
Court? What is that?
What is that? It must be the court. Court is the only thing I don't recognize, so...
Do you think if you were in Jonathan's position, you would concede to not show him the court?
I think that was fine. I think he wanted to see what line Michael Clifford was on.
Yeah, but
and that's why he let it go.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if he should have let that Thoughtseize resolve.
Yeah, I think it's better off him not knowing what you're doing. Maybe he already knows, though.
I guess that's true, too.
Yeah.
He might have already talked about...
Yeah.
All right, Michael Clafford.
I think that's
Michael Clafford is up a game. We are in round 3. We've got 11 players, 4 rounds.
We got one more round.
Yep, one more round after this. Exciting.
We're going to see either Sean, Ashley, or James in the final table versus potentially Jonathan, potentially Clifford again. Or maybe...
Could be somebody interesting.
Maybe Ben also, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, because Ben had the buy in round 2. Is that right?
Yeah. I think he won last round. I'm gonna go check.
Yeah, go see what stuff is that. While they're sideboarding here, so I can't imagine that Jonathan would leave in his Gilded Drakes. I think Stasis is probably fine. What are you thinking? I'm actually not sure what John's playing tonight. I assume he's trying out some more of the Scion of Draco, Ley Line of the Guild Pack stuff. He was playing that in Modern with Rhinos, so I think he's trying it out in Rhinos for Legacy as well. That's been some of that new tech for that deck as well, that Cascade Rhinos deck. And porting it into Legacy has actually been fairly one-to-one. Obviously, you get Force of Wills, you get no, you don't get cantrips because you have to cascade into Rhinos. See if he'll show us what he's boarding out and boarding in. So Jonathan will be on the play. So he's on like an Esper. It almost looks like Esper Vial without Vial. So Esper Vial minus Vial, add Court of Ardenvale. Add Stasis. After this round, we'll still have to get Jonathan in here to talk to us about his deck choices. And Nuno is still going and checking on who our possible winners are for round 4. Jonathan is on the left. Michael Clifford is on the right. Jonathan is deciding to go first. He's keeping. Michael is also keeping. Land go. Pass. Those foil lands, they'll get you. Land fetch ponder. This phone app gives everybody such a hard time. I don't know what's going on with that. Ponder happens. He'll double check what's in his hand, take a better look at what's there. He's just going to throw it all away. Yep. Better to get a fresh look than whatever was in those top 3 cards. Draw from the ponder. Pass. Basic planes. Does he not have a second land? He's looking really hard at his hand. Okay. Veil Summer. He's going to see what happens to this. If he's Veil Summering right now, he might just have the win. So Jonathan will force pitch a Baleful Strix, take 1, go to 19. And that's fine. He's gotten 2 cards out of Jonathan's hand. He'll pass the turn. Jonathan will play a land, go to 18. And cast it to Fairy Time Raveler. So Michael will not be able to cast spells at instant speed. Carpet flowers. That's not too bad. Jonathan is thinking about if this one should resolve or not. John Ashley just walked in. Hey, what deck are you playing tonight?
Oh, Team of Rhinos.
That's what I thought.
It's the only thing deck I really play. All of the decks seem unfun for me to play. Plus, I don't really want to bother learning another deck at this point.
And Jonathan has force pitched another Baleful Strix on the Carpet of Flowers to keep Michael Clifford off of mana.
You're not using it.
No, they can.
Yeah, just doing this. If there was more time.
Yeah.
I didn't have the time. So, another time. You're good. I got it.
Cool. Jonathan is pondering, seeing what he can find. So the craziest thing about Jonathan's deck is that the sleeves he's playing with are actually like 10 years old. I didn't realize that card sleeves could last that long.
It's a good quality card sleeve, yes.
Mine split after like a month and a half of play.
Dragon Shield?
Dragon Shields, yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Shields has dropped in quality, I think, unfortunately.
So he did leave all 3 cards on top and draw from the Ponder. Then he cast a Nihil Spellbomb, which is pretty good against Clifford's Graveyard Plant. And Bowser is up and about looking for Nuno. So we've brainstormed. He's putting 2 cards back. He's still looking for his second land.
You know, your dog wants you.
But Bowser has escaped. It's fine. What 2 cards is he going to put back? Two cards back. You got a land. Did you find a land? Did you find a way to produce mana? Jonathan has the Spell Bomb, and he's got black mana up, so he could draw off of that if he so choose. He's gonna crack it. Pay the black to draw a card. Clifford discards a Thoughtseize. He has not found another mana source. And he has now Brainstorm locked himself on top. Jonathan will cast another Ponder. He will leave it on top and draw. He will uptick and pass. So Michael doesn't necessarily have to deal with the Teferi. He cannot ever win a counterspell war, even if he had Flusterstorm, just because of Teferi turning off anything at instant speed. So we're going to Veil of Summer again. Gonna Orcish Bowmasters in response. Oh, nope. Where did Bowser go? There he is. Jonathan does not know if he wants to cast this Orcish Bowmasters again.
Same thing happening?
Kind of. So, Teferi is in play. Veil of Summer has... Oh,
Teferi's in play.
yeah. So, Veil of Summer resolved this time. Jonathan does have a Force of Will in hand, but because Veil of Summer has resolved, he cannot counter anything. Storm is 2. No, Storm is 3.
Hey, James is 3-0.
4. Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The mono black deck.
That mono black Delver deck.
John Ashley's playing Rhinos. I don't know if you know.
Yeah. He stopped in here and said, "Hey, blue, cracking, or it'll be 6 total black, cracking that, and he'll brainstorm, draw 3 cards, put 2 cards back. The Bowmaster is a dead card currently because Veil of Summer has resolved, so Michael has protection from blue and black." Just putting Brainstorm on the stack. I'm not sure what the Bowmaster is even for. So he'll cast the Bowmaster, he'll ping...
Is this Brainstorm on the stack still, though?
Yeah.
So it's reasonable, I guess.
Yeah, so Storm is 6 currently. So he'll ping himself, make the army.
Yeah. And then you can ping the army from there.
Just 3 draws. So he can ping once on the Teferi and then...
No, you can just ping the token. It doesn't matter.
Right, because you're still amassing at the same time as the damage is put. Right. Empty the Warrens. With Storm is 7. That's pretty good.
It's 14 dollars. What was this before? So was it 16? Nice tokens. What's going on with the fairy?
He bounced one of the tokens to draw a card.
Oh.
He is casting. Murderous Cut, maybe? No, it's a Murktide.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a Murky Boy.
Yeah, but how many goblins do we have?
A lot of goblins.
We have
Far too many
a
goblins.
2-turn clock of goblins.
Surveil. There you go. The 2 cards that he put on top of his deck. Swing. He can block 2 of the goblins, kill them.
Does he block with the Bowmasters?
I don't think he does. Maybe he will.
Doesn't need to, because he's going to have to block with the next turn anyway. Right? So what's the point of blocking?
And he'll plow one of them. Game 1. Go to 7. 16 to 7. That's a lot of goblins. That's so many freaking goblins. So I think the Murktide is just... Ugh.
Can he survive another attack?
He's got to have... It's not lethal.
So how many goblins does he have?
He's got at least 9 goblins left.
Oh, yeah. It's not.
So it's enough. He'll take 6, go to 1.
But his Murktides aren't big enough to one-shot him either, are they?
No. So one Murktide's only a 4/4. The other one is an 8/8 with a 4/4 12.
Did it not grow when he?
It
cast the other
did.
Murktide?
It did. It grew by 1. He only had
okay.
That's why he swords in
Gotcha.
response, so that he would have enough cards in the graveyard to cast the second Murktide. Drew 2 cards, or sorry, drew 3 cards, putting 2 cards back. He's got to find anything. I don't think he found it. He could swords his own Murktide.
Yeah, I mean, that's a play.
Let him keep him alive, block, and then swords it.
That's actually a way to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he attacks with both of them, then he's got a lethal attack with just one of them, right?
Yeah.
And then he can swords it and stay alive.
He'll cast, so he's got the mana up for Swords to Plowshares if he so chooses. He's got blockers for 4 of the 6 goblins.
But I think that makes sense. You attack with both Murktides and then you just plow one of them.
Yeah.
And then you win the next turn. Oh, he didn't go for that.
Swings. It wasn't swords. I thought he